Alright everybody, welcome back to the Wednesday Nights' bi-weekly delight. Of course, I'm talking about NXT. This is the black and gold brand, everybody. How are you all doing? My name is Dominic, of course, behind the commentary table. And we're kicking it off with a match that is set to be perhaps TakeOver quality, which is ironic because, of course, NXT TakeOver will be this weekend. More on that later, but right now, let me turn your attention to Lio Rush as he is set to take on what I have called the hottest prospect. Okay, the total package in NXT, Matt Riddle. Okay, it's gonna be Matt Riddle's strike and technician versus Lio Rush's quickness and unpredictability. And of course, he's always got that man behind him, Bobby Lashley. These two men have been trying to rule NXT since day one. And tonight, Lio Rush, he's here to collect a victory over Matt Riddle, but that is not going to be easy, as Bobby Lashley is here tonight thinking about his matchup at NXT TakeOver. He is set to go one-on-one with one of NXT's newest, hottest signings. It's the limitless Keith Lee. Okay, this is Lio Rush's, however, first singles match in quite some time. And tonight, he's looking to beat another hot prospect in Matt Riddle. No, wait a second. It seems as though I can see a bit of a silhouette behind Matt Riddle. And, oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems as though, speaking of the limitless Keith Lee, it seems as though he's decided, you know what, I might as well join Matt Riddle. Of course, longtime friends of one another. Okay, they go way back since early in Matt Riddle's indie career here in professional wrestling, as Matt Riddle is going to have his support. Okay, he's even the odds. We got Bobby Lashley on the outside, now we've got Keith Lee. And tonight, I can't wait to see who will win what is set to be one hell of a fight. Matt Riddle, coming off of a hot win over Cassius Ohno at NXT TakeOver New York. Keith Lee and Bobby Lashley both want to replicate the success of Matt Riddle. They both want to go into NXT TakeOver and leave as a winner. And here we go. Who will be leaving as a winner right now? We're going to find out. Lio Rush in the black and gold trunks. Matt Riddle in the dark blue and white. As now, oh, wait a second. Lio Rush. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Lio Rush saying, come on, I dare you. Matt Riddle trying to go for a cheap shot. But he got in a shot that time with the knee right to the chin. As now, here we go. Lio Rush already showing off some impressive agility there as he throws Matt Riddle across the ring into the other corner. But this time gets met with the corner face first before Matt Riddle meets him there. Beautifully executed suplex. One. No, and only a one count belly-to-belly suplex, taking down Lio Rush as Lio Rush gets up and he throws Matt Riddle over the top rope. Okay, Lio Rush incredibly quick, a very high-flying competitor, and if it wasn't for his cocky attitude, I bet he'd be a fan favorite as he goes after the fan favorite Matt Riddle, launching over the top rope and throwing his full body weight onto Matt as Riddle. He's trying to get up. Lio Rush, he's up on the springboard. Oh my god, connecting there. Practically going through him with that drop kick. Two. No, and only a 2 count. As now Lio Rush trying to apply more pressure in this one. Trying to use that speed, use that agility as he goes for a kick, but perhaps a bit too slow as Matt Riddle fires back with a kick of his own before the palm strikes there, followed with another kick by Matt Riddle as Riddle now pushes down Lio Rush, trying to use his speed. Lio Rush's speed to Matt Riddle's advantage. Okay, he likes to think very quickly. Well, Matt Riddle is going to be thinking quickly as well, trying to counter everything Lio Rush has, but he couldn't counter that one as Lio Rush runs into that running body splash there from the ground. Oh, God! And now it seems as though Lio Rush goes all the way to the ground, going up to the top rope, falling down hard. Did not look too good. As now, what is Matt Riddle doing? Oh, God! 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. I don't even know if I could call that a fisherman suplex. It was like a fisherman brainbuster. Incredibly impressive. And speaking of which, It seems as though Lio Rush is not the only one who can fly here in this one. Matt Riddle going over the top rope. My God. I said earlier, oh wow. Connecting with that roundhouse kick. I said earlier, this is going to be perhaps an NXT quality matchup, NXT TakeOver quality matchup. And right now, that's exactly what we're seeing as Lio Rush throws Matt Riddle back into the ring. Perhaps going for a finishing maneuver. That being the frog splash there. And the cover, 1, 2. No, and Matt Riddle gets the shoulder up. Very back and forth, high octane action thus far here to kick off the show. A show that's going to be filled with high octane action. We've got Ricochet versus Noam Dar. We've got the NXT Tag Team Champions competing before their match at Chicago. Now, wait a second, Matt Riddle going for a pin here. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. Of course, Bobby Lashley and Keith Lee also thinking about to take over Chicago. Eerily watching this one is Bobby Lashley and Keith Lee on the outside as now, oh God, Lio Rush trying to turn him inside out as he takes him down there with that Hurricane Rana to the top of the skull. As Rush goes for a punch, Matt Riddle goes up top. Very back and forth matchup we're seeing here. As now, Matt Riddle, he went to fly, he connected. As Lio Rush went to go fly again, and oh, wait a second. It looks like he gets up, and he gets met with a kick right to the side of the head before a few punches. As now, Matt Riddle, he's got the bro mission. He's got it locked in deep. Lio Rush, he might have nowhere to go. He's got to figure out a way to get out of this. He's been in this hold for quite a few moments. Lio Rush, he's holding on, but he can't hold on for much longer. As Matt Riddle continues his winning ways here at NXT with a victory over Lio Rush, tapping him out. But my God, what a fight we just saw between both men. Okay, Lio Rush definitely impressing the people here in NXT. But Matt Riddle, you just can't count out Matt Riddle even after being hit with that devastating frog splash by Lio Rush. Okay, flying high into the air. Matt Riddle is flying high, you could say, into a victory, into a win celebration. As Matt Riddle, with Keith Lee by his side, has just defeated Lio Rush. Will Bobby Lashley get the revenge of Lio Rush at NXT TakeOver Chicago by defeating Keith Lee, or will Keith Lee, quite like Matt Riddle, get a victory in his own right? We're going to find that out then. However, right now, let me turn your attention to what's happening on the rest of the show. Okay, we've got Ricochet, the incredibly high-flying and aerodynamic Ricochet, versus the ground specialist, Noam Dar. He likes to work over the legs. Ricochet, he's going to have to use those legs to perhaps outmaneuver Noam Dar. Will he be able to do it going into NXT TakeOver Chicago as the challenger for Velveteen Dream's NXT title? We're going to find that out. Also, later on tonight, Cassius Ohno, who's been on a streak of matches against Cedric Alexander, okay, winning one and losing one. He's got something to say here tonight. However, I mentioned it earlier, NXT TakeOver Chicago will be coming up this weekend, Saturday, April 11th. Okay, mark your calendars, folks. 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be one hell of a show. I cannot wait to see what happens in Chicago. But now, apparently, it seems as though, I'm being told right now, Mark Henry, our general manager, has something to say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you just heard, NXT TakeOver Chicago has just been given a bombshell in terms of news regarding one of the matches, okay, we saw on the last edition of NXT. It was Bianca Belair versus Mia Yim in NXT TakeOver New York rematch. Okay, and what happened on that show was that, well, that match was completely ruined by the trio of Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, and Maurice, this new faction in the women's division. And it seems as though the two women who fought NXT TakeOver New York, the two women that fought on the last edition of NXT, will be going against Becky Lynch in a triple threat matchup. And before that happens, we're going to be seeing a tag team main event as Mia Yim and Bianca Belair, those two women that have shown absolute disdain for one another, will be facing off against this new faction here in NXT in that women's division. However, right now, let me turn your attention to what's happening with this tag team matchup, as the current NXT Tag Team Champions, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, are set for action against Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The bell has rung, and I can't wait to see what happens. Okay, Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne. Oh, wait, what the hell? Tyler Bate. Oh, wow. He calls himself the big strong boy, and apparently it's for a reason, as he just takes down Kurt Hawkins there. Okay, showing off some impressive strength by the young man before taking down Kurt Hawkins once again, this time with a European uppercut. Makes the tag to his British strong style ally in Pete Dunne. Of course, it's going to be Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate defending their NXT Tag Team titles against the Usos at NXT TakeOver Chicago, and it seems as though right now they want a warm-up, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're warming up. They're showing what the Usos need to be worried about. They are showing what they can do and just how punishing they are. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. Okay, Pete Dunne, he likes to work over the joints. He likes to manipulate his opponents, just wear them down, while Tyler Bate, he's got a lot of high impactful maneuvers, but there you see Pete Dunne, he plays dirty if he needs to, because this is a fight, and Pete Dunne is looking to win by any means necessary. But then he makes the tag. Okay, these two men bring out very different styles, just like how Tyler Bate shows off some athleticism. They're bouncing off the middle rope before ducking Kurt Hawkins there, grabbing him. That's not, what is this, Hawkins? Wait a second, trying to fight back. Now he's got the elbows connecting, getting out of whatever that could have been, as Hawkins tries to go for a roll-up pin. One. No, and only a one count. As Tyler Bate, there you see, rolling in front of Zack Ryder so Hawkins can't make the tag. Perhaps a very intelligent maneuver. I'm not entirely sure if it was on purpose or not. As Kurt Hawkins, here we go. Oh my God, rubbing his forearm right into the face of Tyler Bate. But there you see Tyler Bate, he gets up, making sure Kurt Hawkins cannot make the tag out to Zack Ryder. As now Hawkins once again gets taken down by Tyler Bate, one half of the tag team champions. Okay, British Strong Style have been incredibly dominant since forming this duo a few months ago. Oh God, and that dominance is once again on display as Tyler Bate connects with a back suplex before pushing Zack Ryder off of the ring apron, making sure Kurt Hawkins cannot make the tag out. Okay, it is very intelligent maneuvering within a tag team matchup, as Tyler Bate now, what is this? Makes the tag. Pete Dunne takes down Hawkins, and now, oh, look at that! Unique maneuver there by Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. I don't believe I've seen that before here in the WWE, but I'll say this, that was a very impressive maneuver, okay, using Pete Dunne as a bit of a trampoline into that somersault front flip onto Kurt Hawkins there, as Hawkins now, what is this? Suplex position. Oh, doing a bit of a front flip of his own, but by the sheer force of Pete Dunne before the force of Dunne once again connects with the chin of Zack Ryder. As Hawkins, oh God, he gets lifted up, and now he's about to get lifted up perhaps once again with the bitter end. And just like that, 1, 2, 3, British Strong Style, the NXT Tag Team Champions, proving why they are just that. Very impressive tag team maneuvering. They can do that at NXT TakeOver Chicago. Well, then I'll tell you this. We will be looking at a big retention over the Uso brothers by Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. They could be walking out once again as champions. As now... Oh god, wait a second. Well, there you have it. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate have just been sent a message by the Usos. As right now, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate celebrate their victory here. But they know that they have to work incredibly hard to defeat the vicious and talented Uso brothers at NXT TakeOver Chicago. And speaking of which, we learned earlier, those two women are fighting in a triple threat match. But tonight, they're going to be competing in our main event, as Belair and Mia Yim, of course, have a long-standing history against one another. Okay, sharing a few words, a bit of a stare down between the two rivals. What are they thinking? How are they planning? What are they going to do in order to defeat this new dominant trio in the women's division? We're going to find out then. However, right now, I want to turn your attention to this matchup that could be very, very interesting. As Noam Dar, this leg lock aficionado, okay, he likes to work over the legs, the ankles, the Achilles of his opponents whenever he can. And that's going to be very interesting to see how Ricochet, a man who relies on his legs and on his feet, running around the ring, trying to bounce off the ropes. It's going to be Ricochet right now taking on Noam Dar. Okay, well, Noam Dar hypothetically cut the legs out from underneath Ricochet and stop him from hitting pretty much most of his maneuvers. Okay, most of them rely on his ability to kick, rely on his ability to run, rely on his ability to jump. Okay, he loves to do these impressive maneuvers, Ricochet, bouncing off the ropes, jumping off the top turnbuckle. But Noam Dar, he's going to have to slow him down. Will he be able to do it? As Ricochet, he's trying to ride on a fast wave of momentum heading into NXT TakeOver Chicago, as he is the #1 contender for Velveteen Dream's NXT Championship. It's the one and only Ricochet. And this is going to be a very interesting matchup. Which one of these two men will leave here tonight the winner? Will it be Ricochet building up that last bit of momentum going into his matchup against Velveteen Dream, or will the Dream watch as Ricochet loses here tonight and that momentum gets transferred over to Noam Dar? However, right now, I want to turn your attention to what Ricochet had to say on Twitter earlier on this evening, as he said, and I quote, "Unlike Velveteen Dream, I don't just tell the world about my skill. No, I show just what I can do, night in and night out. Velveteen Dream, you can talk the talk, but let me show you how to walk the walk. Hashtag Dream Over." Now, Ricochet, okay, he loves to do a bit more than walking, as I was saying. He loves to jump around the ring. He loves to fly in the air like an eagle. But tonight, he's looking to fly into a victory over against Noam Dar. It's not going to be easy. Let's see if he can do it, or will Noam Dar somehow pick apart Ricochet? Okay, Velveteen Dream, I can only assume watching this one as these two men grapple there. Ricochet has the early lead. However, Noam Dar, as I mentioned before, he's a very technical wrestler. Okay, he's got a lot of incredible ground game. Noam Dar knows just how to pick apart his opponents. And he's very unique in that sense when it comes to the NXT locker room. A lot of hard hitters, a lot of high flyers. However, Ricochet about to fly high as well. He goes up to the top turnbuckle and he takes down Noam Dar. One. No, and only a 1 count. Hurricane Rana landing into that pinfall predicament. But Noam Dar kicks out there. As Ricochet throws him into the corner. Wants to go for a drop kick perhaps. But Noam Dar reverses, and there you see. What was I saying during the entrances? Okay, working over the legs and now working over every body part he can. As he goes after the legs, kicking them down, trying to make sure Ricochet starts feeling a lot of pain while running, while walking, while trying to do any sort of maneuvering here in this matchup. As now Noam Dar taking a moment to taunt the crowd before using those very same ropes that Ricochet loves to use to fly into the air to his advantage. However, only a 1 count there as Noam Dar bounces him stomach first off the top rope. That looked absolutely disgusting for Ricochet as Ricochet, wait a second, grabs the leg of Noam Dar before slamming his boot right into the face. Oh, and then a huge standing shooting star press. It looks like he isn't done. He's going up to the top now. He loves to fly, like I said. Oh, God, it looks like that standing shooting star press got an upgrade. 2. No, and only a 2 count. Got an upgrade all right as Ricochet used the top turnbuckle to fly into the air, crashing down on the Supernova. Noam Dar as Ricochet goes to grab him from behind, but Noam Dar reverses. Okay, punching him right in the back of the head. And oh, wait a second. Here we go. Here we go, like I mentioned before. Okay, Noam Dar, he loves to work over the legs. He loves to work over his opponent's legs. And right now, that's being put on display, working over the knee. However, Ricochet kicks out of it yet. But yet, he didn't get up. Perhaps he just couldn't get up. As now, Noam Dar definitely working over the leg once again. He sees it as a weak point. If Ricochet can't walk, he can't fight. If he can't run, then that's practically most of his maneuvers that Ricochet cannot perform. Okay, whether it be jumping off the top rope, whether it be running around the ring, bouncing off the ropes just like Noam Dar did. And it seems as though he decided to bounce off the ropes there, okay? Perhaps being a bit of a smartass right now towards Ricochet as Ricochet fires back with a European uppercut. But Noam Dar strikes back with a kick right to the stomach. As now, wait a second, Ricochet catching him. And then, throws him down, and there you see it. Noam Dar not looking too good. That roundhouse kick by Ricochet. And speaking of going around, it seems as though the 630 connects. 2, 3, Ricochet with an impressive victory over Noam Dar. But I'll say this, Noam Dar, I believe he definitely impressed a lot of people in the back, including myself. My God. Okay, hitting him with everything. The leg locks. Hitting him, trying to manipulate Ricochet, insulting Ricochet perhaps as well. But then in the end there you see that beautiful 630 connecting. It was a quick match, but an impressive match for both men nonetheless here on the Black and Gold brand, as it's going to be Ricochet going up against Velveteen Dream, trying to win some gold of his own, trying to once again be named NXT champion. If he can do that at NXT TakeOver Chicago, well then, we're going to have a new champion. Ricochet. Big victory here tonight. The crowd on their feet. And ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait to see what happens between Ricochet and Velveteen Dream. And wait just a second. Well, Ricochet's playing to the crowd, but wait, something's happening on the top of the ramp. And wait a second. Speaking of the NXT champion, Velveteen Dream, I guess we now know that he truly was getting an up-close look at Ricochet during this matchup, as he just beat Noam Dar as Velveteen Dream. There you see him, the champion, looking at Ricochet, knowing that this Saturday, these two men are going to be battling one another, and I can't wait to see which one will be leaving with the top prize on the Wednesday Nights' bi-weekly delight, the brand, the black and gold brand, NXT. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems as though this is a night of big announcements when it comes to NXT TakeOver Chicago as, well, as we just heard, Cassius Ohno is getting a rematch. Okay, we've seen them go back and forth over the past few episodes. Cassius Ohno and Cedric Alexander both have a win over one another, and it seems as though that has led to a big blow-off encounter between the Knockout Artist and, in my opinion, NXT's next rising star. It's Cassius Ohno versus Cedric Alexander, and of course, let's not forget Bianca Belair and Mia Yim both challenging at TakeOver Chicago for the NXT Women's Championship. Okay, but first they've got to get through this new faction in the NXT Women's Division. Of course, I'm talking about Mandy Rose, Maurice, and Dana Brooke. This new force in the NXT Women's Division that is looking to change it into their own vision. And it seems as though, of course, that woman right there, Mia Yim, has some history with those three ladies. Of course, those three women debuted as a faction at Mia Yim's expense. Okay, because Mia Yim got a big victory over Mandy Rose before being met with Dana Brooke and Maurice and attacked by those three ladies. And of course, Mia Yim, she's got to be thinking about a lot right now. First off, that attack, of course. Second, the news from Mark Henry earlier on, where she's going to be challenging alongside Bianca Belair for that NXT Women's title. And of course, let's not forget, Mia Yim and Bianca Belair have their own issues, so an unlikely duo in our main event tag team matchup, as Yim and Belair have competed over and over again against one another. Okay, they fought at NXT TakeOver New York. Mia Yim debuted and then said, hey, I want to try and break the undefeated streak of Bianca Belair. Mia Yim, however, she failed at doing so. Okay, then she wanted another match on the last episode of NXT. She wanted a shot at the NXT Women's title, and then those two women fought before these three women interrupted that exchange between two of the top women in NXT. And they're looking to feed off of their success, of their momentum, and they're looking to become the next top faction here in the WWE. Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, and Maurice. And apparently, as you just saw, they're calling themselves Totally Beautiful. Well, right now, let's see if that beauty can also equate to some in-ring skill as Belair is kicking it off with Mandy Rose. As there you see Mandy Rose blowing a kiss and oh! She gets an elbow right on the kisser. As now a few elbows of her own by Mandy before trying to get a big victory already. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there. Not only would she have just beaten Bianca Belair in a big main event win, however, oh god, that would have also broken the undefeated streak with a pinfall over Bianca Belair, but Bianca Belair counters, whipping her hair into the back before taking a shot right to the face. And now here we go, a flurry of shots right now by Mandy Rose, pushing her slowly into the corner perhaps. Trying to make sure that Bianca Belair can't reach Mia Yim as, oh, Belair gets taken down before an elbow right to the back by this incredibly powerful Dana Brooke as Maurice watches on outside the ring. Okay, also these 3 women, okay, they're looking to run the NXT Women's Division, and this is their first match as a new faction, as a trio. So you've got to think that they must have a lot in their minds as well, thinking, hey, we have to win this. If we don't win this matchup, wait, hold on, 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. If Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose do not win this matchup, well then all the momentum that they have started to build for themselves here in NXT will just be flushed down the toilet as, wait a second, Dana Brooke, oh god, gets pushed into the corner there once again, and now Bianca's going after everybody, it seems like, hitting Mandy Rose before Mandy Rose tagged herself in, and Belair looking to show off some strength of her own, as now, hold on, she turns right around into a neck breaker by the now legal Mandy Rose. Mia Yim's got to be thinking about making a tag, but of course you got to think, hey, can I trust Bianca Belair in this tag team match? There's now Belair. She's open to make the tag, and Mandy Rose is saying, come on, I dare you, go tag out. But Belair, oh, deciding against it. Turns it into a drop kick. Okay, very interesting by Bianca Belair saying, I don't need to make a tag. Of course, the history of both women definitely playing a factor into this one. The 2 enemies are having to become unlikely allies, but it seems that Belair doesn't want to play ball, as now Mandy Rose tosses her over to Dana Brooke, and there you see Mandy Rose staring down Mia Yim for a hot second. As Dana Brooke, no, gets tagged in. There you can see the tag team of Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, okay? Both women putting their tag team offense on display, saying, hey, we can actually work as a tangent. We can work as a duo. Not entirely sure if you can say the same thing about Belair and Yim, as Belair once again gets taken down. As now, oh gosh, she gets a kick to the back, and here we go. Belair just gets up, but she gets met with a kick right to the stomach by Dana Brooke. And here we go, Dana Brooke, this incredibly powerful individual. Oh, takes Mia Yim down for a few seconds. As now, what is this? What is this? Oh, showing off some agility as well. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. Handstand into a pinfall predicament, but only a 2 count nonetheless on Bianca Belair, who has been in this matchup since the opening bell. She has not made a tag at all, and Dana Brooke, oh, once again, taking down Belair. As now, wait a second, Belair very slow, trying to crawl towards Mia Yim. As now Dana Brooke stomps her on the foot. However, just at the last second, Belair makes the tag, and here we go. Mia Yim now legal here tonight. Dropkick, no reversal. As Dana Brooke in the white hair, Mia Yim in the blue. Unnatural hair color, sure, but right now, oh, wait a second. Oh, what a drop kick there. Okay, it doesn't matter how you look. I've said it before. The unnatural hair colors, it all is just cosmetics. It matters what you can do in the ring, and it seems as though Mia Yim is using the ring to her advantage, using the top rope there, trying to make sure Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose does not get the victory by any means necessary, but Dana Brooke is trying to gain that victory. What a chop. As now Mia Yim rolls to the outside, and there you see she is just met with Mandy Rose. Dana Brooke watching on the outside, or on the inside of the ring, sorry. as Mia Yim trying to fight against Mandy Rose, but there you see, she's too distracted by Rose to notice Dana Brooke on the outside, and Dana Brooke taking advantage. Throws her into the barricade before throwing her back into the ring. Mia Yim's got to be thinking about making a tag, or at least somehow trying to get, a victory perhaps, but Dana Brooke ducks underneath. And now here we go, going with those shots, connecting on Mia Yim before Yim gets thrown into the corner. And then, wait a second, once again, some tag team offense, on display as the totally beautiful duo, Rose and Brooke are beating down Yim right now. And now once again, making the tag out. Here we go, Mandy Rose takes down Yim before a elbow right to the back of the neck once again. As Dana Brooke picks up Yim, as Yim kicks her right in the stomach, and she goes to make the tag, and wait just a second. Well, Dana Brooke tags out to Mandy Rose, and there you see Mia Yim, clearly frustrated, and as she should be, as now Bianca Belair, deciding to save her energy until this Saturday. 2, 3, and just like that, Dana Brooke beats Mia Yim. Sure, we've never seen Bianca Belair be pinned or submitted, and it seems though Belair didn't want to take that chance going into Chicago, as Belair just left Mia Yim. Of course, those two women have had their issues, but in the end, Mia Yim was met with an incredible issue of dealing with both Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose, and then she turns around right into that slam by Brooke to close out the show, ladies and gentlemen. And there you see the totally beautiful trio of Dana Brooke, Maurice, and Mandy Rose coming into this one main event slot here on NXT to close out the show with a big victory. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching.